Now hold it right there, young lady. Let me see what you got on.
Oscar, haven't you embarrassed her enough?
Oh, no, I'm just getting started.
Our little girl is becoming a young lady.
Now, if you just watch this trailer and you getting into it off rip, you're like, whoa, they coming back. It's the all show reimagined. You feel me? But you're like, okay, let's get into it. Nothing's changed, right? Well, man, let me just tell y'all. After watching the first 2 episodes, a lot has changed, man. A lot has changed. And a lot of it has to do with today's climate of just, if I'm keeping it real, the pandering, bro. These mega corporations and media corporations are pandering, trying to get the bag any way they can. So, scrolling through and looking at the cast and characters that they're going to have and playing the roles and people. Of course, the O Show definitely had a lot of like cameos and guest features and stuff like that. I believe they even had like Alicia Keys in some of the later episodes and stuff, and like, of course, big celebrities from the time. So that's no different, but it's like now scrolling through and looking at the cast of characters and who's gonna be in the show, you can definitely see they're trying to push this mother. You can definitely see they trying to push it. You know what I mean? They pushing the P, pushing the propaganda, and honestly, it is kind of weird coming from a kids show. But let's get back into it.
Mama, make Oscar stop! Why's my grandbaby dressed like Darth Vader?
To keep the boys away like you did during the Crusades.
Thank you, Sugar Mama.
And here we get to see the return of Sugar Mama. And like I said, this was actually in the first episode, but a lot of stuff in this trailer like was not in the first 2 episodes, at least that I noticed or that I watched. But as you can see, Sugar Mama back, the baddest bit on the block. Let me stop. But you can see the introducing the old characters, and of course, Sugar Mama, she's a real one. I ain't got no problems with her. I ain't got no problems with any of the characters, actually. It's actually the people behind it pushing this. But let's get back into it.
Hey now, sister, I'm becoming a woman.
Penny's gonna wind up living with us forever, like you and Bobby, Mama.
Shut up, boy, before I hurt you.
What do you think you're doing now?
Little sister, don't you worry. Dad at 10 o'clock.
You think I'm gonna let you dance with a boy looking like a...
Like a girl?
Let's keep it real. In the show, in the episode, when they go to the dance, because this is actually in the first episode, they go there with a new acquired friend. I believe the one, if I remember correctly, I watched it as a kid, like I said, but I believe the kid that is now gay was not even a part of their friend group. Like, you know what I mean? But now that he's fully expressed himself, he is a part of their friend group. His name is Michael, and that's his character here. And Penny and all her friends, I'm not gonna lie, I just know the big girl, the big white girl that looked like Big Bird, and the little shorter chubby one. I don't even know their names. And then the one La Cienega, the Hispanic girl. That's all. I don't even know them like that. But Penny's trying to dance with a boy. Of course she is. She's going to a school dance, and of course everybody like, come on now. She's grown up now, right? She wants to go dance with a boy. That's perfectly fine. And then in the episode, my dog Oscar is he ain't going for it if we being real. But she sits down and has a talk with him which I actually think is very nice. And she basically says you have to trust that you and mom have done a good job raising me, and you're gonna have to trust me. I think that's very powerful. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's a good message, because any parent doesn't want to see their kids go off, but you have to be able to let your kids go and do what they need to do, and trust in your ability as a parent that you raise them correct, that they are equipped with the knowledge that they need to take on the world, because you're not going to be there forever. But after she tells him she's going to go dance with a boy, he looks at her and says, "Yeah, Michael." And Michael being this gentleman, this young boy, my fault, which was funny to me and my wifey. And I think it's hilarious. My dog just throwing jabs. He said, "You ain't dancing with nobody, man. Let's see, you ain't no threat. No one getting up in them little cheeks." Let me stop. Let's get back into it.
Brothers stick together.
What kind of brother you?
A brother in charge. Oh, no. Meet my husband.
Hey, big fella.
Nice meeting you, too. You should try looking at the world through Penny's eyes.
Come on, Daddy.
Boom. There you go. They gotta introduce the couple. Now, the black and white gentlemen that are married, their children, like I said, it hasn't been explained in the show yet, but it was the first one that was introduced was the white gentleman, and we figured out that he was Maya and her brother's dad, and they're new to the neighborhood. And like I said, this hasn't even been in the show yet, but when I watched the trailer and I found that out, I was like, yo, that's crazy. They are really pushing this propaganda on these little jits, trying to push their agenda of wokeness. Everybody feels like they have to be represented today, but do you have to be represented everywhere you go? I'm not represented everywhere I go, and that doesn't make me upset. If I watch a movie about four women swinging on a pole stripping, I am not ever going to strip a day in my life. But if it's a good show, then I will watch it. But that has no place in a damn children's show. And they are really trying to push it with all these celebrities they got. Like I said, hey, Boogie, CeeLo Green, Lizzo. Like, they know they're trying to appeal to a younger audience. But it seems like they're also trying to appeal to an older audience. And I really feel like you have to choose, especially being on Disney. But they know what they're doing. They're trying to get the woke points. And like I said, I don't see nothing wrong with someone being gay or people wanting representation. But I definitely feel like people do not want that in the media that they consume when they're trying to disconnect from the world. They don't want to be reminded of all the bullshit that takes place in it. And on a closing note, if they were really trying to be so woke, why do they sell the Grow Sisters purple? Everybody knows, especially if you in the black community, if somebody's dark skinned, the first dig, the first roast, you pull out the bag, out the Duffy is, you so dark, you purple. Man, and they the ghettoest people in the show, and they're purple. Come on now. We know what you're doing. Quit playing. They're allowing what they want to be propagated, and they just letting other shit slip. Hey man, say less for the real, F the rest.